Hello and welcome to Cocktail Creations at Chez Bistro. Today we're going to be learning how to build the Ambrosia Rain, a delightful springtime cocktail. Now, for this drink, we're going to be putting this in a shot and pop, which is a rocks glass. The ice cube I chose was a large ice cube. The reason being is that it actually melts less quickly. When it melts less quickly, it'll help preserve our cocktail, but not overly adding water. Now, let's get started. We're going to start with our muddle base, which is going to be 2 to 3 cucumber slices. And when you're cutting your 2 to 3 cucumber slices, go ahead and cut one additional slice that is going to be the garnish for the drink. Now, this garnish also serves a secondary purpose. When we rim the glass, it creates a really lovely cucumber fragrance that you get when you put your nose down into the drink to take a sip. Combining with the actual cocktail itself, it imparts a really great springtime feel. Now, we'll be using 2 to 3 cucumber slices, 2 to 3 basil leaves, the fresher the better. And we're going to muddle these ingredients. When we're muddling, we want to essentially crush them to extract their oils. My only word of warning is not to over extract them, as certain herbal elements, like the basil, will become bitter. Once we've successfully muddled our basil and cucumber, we're going to get to our other ingredients. Ginstache gin. I chose Ginstache because of its balance between your juniper heavy gin as well as your classic London dry. We'll be using 1 ounce of Ginstache gin. Next up, we'll be using triple sec. My choice, Clockwork orange, which is a local Grand Rapids triple sec. This is not too sweet, but still departs that lovely orange boozy taste. 1/2 ounce of Clockwork orange. Next up, we'll be using Licor 43, a sweet vanilla citrus liqueur. This will accent our original muddle base of basil and cucumber, 1/2 ounce worth. 1/2 ounce of our house-made sour. Now, for those of you who are at a home bar or are unfamiliar with sour, stay tuned at the end and I'll show you how we make it here. It's actually very simple, easy, and goes really well in a lot of cocktails. We'll be using 1/2 ounce of our house-made sour. Last but not least, I'm going to add a splash of water, some ice, and I'm going to be giving this cocktail a 10 to 20 second stir. Now, we're stirring and not shaking because if we were to shake this cocktail, our shards of ice would break down even further, which would dilute it more. This drink's too good to dilute any more than we already are. Once we have successfully stirred, I'm choosing to double strain because when we muddle the basil and cucumber, you get small fragments that can come through pretty easily. And wow, look at that lovely color. Now, once we've taken care of our shaker and strainer, we're left with our final product, my friends, the Ambrosia Rain. Delicious. Now, when you reach your mouth down to take a sip of this delightful cocktail, you get to smell fresh spring rain, which has been termed petrichor. Petra means earth, and ichor means blood of the gods. The gods' food or drink is ambrosia, and thus you have the Ambrosia Rain. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned if you want to learn how to make our house-made sour. Alright, my friends, this is how you make sour mix. Now, it does not matter the container in which you put it in. The proportions are what matters. I've done 1/3 sugar. Any sugar works that you'd like to use. It's going to be 1/3 sugar, 1/3 lime juice. Get a juicer, juice some limes at home. Citrus stays good pretty long, so it's very nice. So we're gonna do approximately 1/3 lime juice. Now, the proportions may look slightly off just because that sugar is going to start dissolving. Lemon juice will be our last component. And if you want to get more out of your sour, feel free to add a little water in there too. Sure, it's going to dilute it, not that noticeably, and if you want to make your house-made sour go even further, add a little water. Make some simple syrup first. Now that we have 1/3 sugar, 1/3 lime juice, 1/3 lemon juice, give it a shake to really ensure that sugar gets dissolved equally. I would keep this for about up to 1 week, and then I would taste it to ensure that it's still good, still fresh. Once again, citrus stays good for a long time, so you don't have to worry about it going bad too quickly. That is how you make house-made sour, and now you're equipped to make that Ambrosia rain. Enjoy!